How do we know who Israel is? How do we know if we ourselves are a part of Israel? Hi, this is Barry Phelps with 2-Minute Torah, day number 4 of the portion Vechanan. Let's go again to Deuteronomy chapter number 4, and let's begin reading with verse number 15. Therefore diligently guard yourselves, for you saw no form when Yahweh spoke to you at Horeb out of the midst of the fire, lest you should do corruptly, and shall make for yourselves a carved image in any form of any figure, the likeness of male or female, the likeness of any beast that is on the earth, or the likeness of any winged bird that flies in the heaven, the likeness of any creature that creeps on the ground, or the likeness of any fish that is in the water under the earth. Unless you lift up your eyes to the heavens, and so see the sun, the moon, the stars, and all the host of the heavens, and you be drawn away to bowing down to them and serving them, which Yahweh your Elohim has allotted to all the peoples under the heavens. Now notice the next verse. For Yahweh has taken you and brought you out of the iron furnace, out of the Mitzrayim, to be his people as an inheritance, as it is this day, or today. Great warning and great information here. Yah is saying to us that Israel is the people that were birthed out of hardship. They were birthed out of the iron furnace or harsh slaveries of Mitzrayim, of Egypt. And so Yah is our rescuer, our deliverer. Those who know him as such, there's your first clue. We know him as the one who has brought us out of a time of trying, shall we say, tribulation. And so he has taken us out of such a condition and destined us to be those who receive an inheritance. Our inheritance, the land of Israel, the land that flows with milk and honey, the place that Yah says, I searched the earth and found this spot for you, and I have given it to you by my choice. Those who are destined to inherit that inheritance, that becomes our identity. And that identity is Israel. I'm Israel, the people of Israel. And it's not just that there's a sovereign nation on the planet that goes by the name Israel. That is the seed of that which is yet to come. So the current geographical borders of what is defined as the sovereign state of Israel is only a holding spot for the eventual claim of the entire inheritance under the reign of Yeshua, which will go from river to river, from the Nile to the Euphrates. Yah has destined us to be included in that inheritance. And let me be very clear. You and I taking on a part of that inheritance in no way means that we replace anyone who is already there. No one is to be uprooted so that we can come marching in. It doesn't work that way. So we also then see that we are a people who will endure and have to overcome. Yah says that he is going to call heaven and earth as a witness against us. When Israel falls into corruption, when we fall into idolatry, such as we are warned about in these verses, then we find that the heavens and the earth began to align against us, witnessing against us, and we begin to find ourselves in peril. Such a time is spoken of in the book of Jeremiah, chapter number 30. And verse number 4 and following, and these are the words which Yahweh spoke concerning Israel and Yehudah. For this is what Yahweh said, you have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask now and see if a man is giving birth. Why do I see every man with his hands on his loins like a woman in labor, and all faces turned pale? Oh, For great is that day, there is none like it, and it is the time of Yaakov's distress. Another translation says Jacob's trouble. But he shall be saved out of it. And it shall be in that day, declares Yahweh of hosts, that I break his yoke from your neck and tear off your bonds, and foreigners no more enslave them. There is a time of trouble that is destined. Yaakov's trouble, Yaakov's distress, the time of tribulation. These are days where the earth will reel and rock and the heavens will witness against the sins of Yah's people until Yah delivers us again. It is not as though those who came out of Mitzrayim came out because they were so righteous. Yah brought them out because of a covenant promise that he had made to Abraham, Yitzhak, and Yaakov, not because of their great righteous standing. Read Ezekiel chapter 20 for more information on that. And so Yah says then that he is their deliverer, and he identifies us as those who are going to receive this inheritance. So are we not such a people here and now and today? There is a promise that has been given to Abraham that we would be as numerous as the stars. And another place, if I'm not mistaken, Bereshit or Genesis chapter 15, he says to Abraham that your descendants are going to be as numerous as the dust of the earth or the sands of the shore. If we are so numerous, then we find in this chapter, Deuteronomy, chapter number 4, it says in verse 27, and Yahweh shall scatter you among the peoples, and you shall be left few in number among the nations where Yahweh, he drives you. This is in response to Israel's idolatry. How do we go from being an uncountable number to being those that are few? Is it not possible that this tragedy takes place, not because of so many that have lost their lives necessarily, but by those who have lost their identity? If we're among those who believe that we have been born again and delivered from our sinful past, just so that we can live a much improved lifestyle, we're going to have better belongings and material goods. We're only going to have favor with anyone that is around us. We're going to walk in impeccable health and strength. We are going to be spiritually astute and just the cream of the crop of the world, without any thought toward that which is yet to come. Let's understand this, that whatever benefit that we derive and increase in any good area of our living, once we've been born again, it's not that we heap it up like needing extra storehouses that Yeshua warned about in the parable, but rather that we would have that which to minister to the needs and give toward those that are lacking, that we began to make an impact in our environment and in our world and in our community, that we become those who, having walked in the presence of the Most High, having received revelation and insight from him, that we become a diffusing agent through which his presence flows in and diffuses out, as Yeshua instructed that we not hide our light, but rather that we pull it out from under our hiding place, thrust it into the darkness, so that those that are in darkness may have benefit, may leave their darkness, Isaiah said, and come to the brightness of our shining. Losing our identity is a horrible tragedy. Forgetting who we are, forgetting why we are who we are. Knowing your genealogy and where you come from has some value. Knowing who you are in Mashiach Yeshua and who you are in your future is even more important. Don't let your past rule over your future. Know who you are, walk to your inheritance, and be identified by it. and we'll see you again tomorrow. Till then, shalom.